previous video we talked about the block and a smooth inclined plane. Let us now discuss about a block and a rough inclined plane. Assume it as an inclined plane making an angle theta with the horizontal and block of mass m is kept on the horizontal surface and mg is acting downward. We can split into two components. mg sin theta is horizontal component and mg cos theta. Okay, now here see mg cos theta can be written as n. Here if we assume it as a rough surface and mu k is a frictional constant, and if we assume that the block is moving upward, here we know that mg sin theta is acting downward in regularly, but we know that frictional force always act opposite to the motion. See, as the block is moving upward, frictional force also will act in opposite direction. We know that frictional force is given by mu k into normal force. In this, as the body is not moving in vertical direction, normal force is given by mu k into mg cos theta. From this we can write f net is equal to minus mg sin theta, bringing common minus we will get mu k mg cos theta, and dividing with the mass we will get the a g sin minus g sin theta plus mu k g cos theta. Okay, we got acceleration. By getting acceleration, we have to substitute this in the motion in 1D 2D equation. So mu t s is equal to ut plus half a d square, v square minus u square is equal to 2as, and distance traveled in the second is given by u plus a by 2 2n minus 1. And we also have another equation, v is equal to u plus 8. How they will ask the question? They will ask what is the velocity after a 5 seconds. We know that acceleration is given by a is equal to minus of g sin theta minus mu k g cos theta. Okay. Now let us discuss in the same way in the distance traveled. If the initial velocity is not given, assume it as initially body is at rest. In the same scenario, they will ask what is the distance traveled in 50 seconds. See, the time is given a 5. Here 2v5 is substituting this equation, we will get the distance traveled in n seconds. Okay. Now we will discuss as the block is moving down. If the block is moving down, we know that frictional force is opposing force, frictional force is acting upward. As the body is moving downward, mg sin theta is acting downward. We know that if the forces are in opposite direction, we have to subtract the axis according to the p plus q rule, vector sum rule. So here f can be, frictional force can be written as mu k into n. Here n normal force is given by mu k into mg cos theta. From this we can write it is a f net. From this we can write a is equal to g sin theta minus mu k g cos theta. We got the acceleration. Substituting this acceleration in the above terms, they may ask distance. What is the distance travelled in 10 seconds? From this we can write s is equal, if we assume body is initially rest, we will get the distance travelled in 10 seconds. If they ask velocity in 10 seconds, we know that in body is initially rest, and they will give time in 5 seconds. Substituting that, we will get those questions. See, another important question is connected body. See, assume that there are three bodies of mass m1, m2, m3 are applied by a force F. So we can write force is, we know that force by mass is known as acceleration. We got acceleration. They will ask what is the force between F1, what is the force between m1 and m2. We know that your pulling mass is m1. So force is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass into acceleration, we know that F is equal to m1 plus m2 plus m3.